Hi, friends. I have a great book to read to you today called Wemberly Worried. And this book was written by Kevin Hankes, and he is the same person who wrote Chrysanthemum, which is a book I know that we enjoyed. So looking right at the front cover, it's called Wemberly Worried. So what do you think it might be about? Who do you think Wemberly might be? Probably this little mouse girl right here. And what do you think she is? She's probably worried. You can even tell from the look on her face. Can you make a worried face? She looks really worried, like maybe even a little bit scared. So we're going to read and find out why Miss Wemberly is so worried. And then I have a question at the end for you to answer for me. All right, are you ready? Wemberly Worried by Kevin Hankes. Wemberly Worried. Wemberly worried about everything. What was she worried about there? You see the bumblebees? She's worried about the bumblebees. She worried about everything. Big things. And there she is in her parents' room saying, I wanted to make sure you were still here, shining a flashlight on them. And she worried about little things like spilling her juice. And she worried about things in between. Like she said, Mama, what if I shrink in the tub? So she was worried about big things and little things and medium things. Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night. And she worried throughout the day. So she was worried all the time, guys. Wemberly was worried all the time. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Do you think it's good to worry that much? How do you have time to be happy if you're worried that much all the time? At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall, what if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiators made, what if there's a snake inside? These are kind of silly worries, aren't they? But she worries about everything. At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. Too rusty, too loose, too high, she said. And always she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I found her, sweetie. Petal's lost forever. I'll wait for you, Petal. Oh, so she lost Petal here. Oh, and Mom found her, and she wants Petal to have a seat, and Petal's being washed in the laundry. And she's worried about her. It's her favorite stuffed animal. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears, so that made her feel better. When she rubbed Petal's ears, it made her feel better. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about because look at all the kids who showed up. This is the best present ever. I wish I had my birthday today, said one of her friends. But then Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake for all of her friends. So even when they all showed up, she still found something to worry about. When one worry's gone, she keeps finding more. Poor Wemberly. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade because she was a butterfly. She didn't want everyone else to be a butterfly too. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about because there are no more butterflies. But then, what do you think Wemberly did? Wemberly worried because she was the only one. So first she was worried there wouldn't be any, and then she was worried because there were none but her. worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, said her grandmother. Too much worry. Soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Wemberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had ever worried about before. So she's starting up school, and what is she? She's very, very worried. She's feeling nervous, maybe feeling kind of shy. But by the time the first day arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? So what is she doing, guys? She is worrying and worrying and worrying about all of these different things. Do you think she should be worried, or do you think she should be excited? Do you think it's normal to worry, though? Were you a little bit worried when you first started school? I wonder if you felt a little like Wemberly. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. While Wemberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wemberly looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wemberly, there is someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. So do you see her? She's over in this group. She's not with the other kids. That's her right there, wearing stripes and holding her doll. Her name was Jewel. I wonder why the teacher would want to introduce them. What do you think? At first, Wemberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wemberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wemberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. What are these friends doing? They're getting to know each other, aren't they? Throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wemberly worried, but no more than usual. And sometimes even less, because look at her face. She's smiling because she's having what? She's having fun. Before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. Come back tomorrow, called Mrs. Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry. The end. So I wonder what made her feel better at the end of the book. Meeting a new friend. And that's why it's so important to make sure that if someone looks like they're not feeling included, that we can have them come and join our group and show kindness to them. Because didn't that make Wemberly and Jewel feel so much better when they had somebody to play with and somebody to feel like they belonged with? Oh, it was so nice. So today, this is the question I want you to answer for me. So give me those listening ears. All right, this is your question. Is there anything that makes you feel worried like Wemberly? And what do you do to help you feel better? I'm going to ask it one more time so you can really think. Is there anything that makes you feel worried like Wemberly? And what do you do to help you feel better? All right, ready to rock? Thanks, guys. Bye.